Hello everyone, I'm so glad you're here with me today on Callie's in the Kitchen. I have a new mold, and let me get the exact name because this is from Crystal Resin Art, and her molds have specific names. This one, I believe and I hope, is the Stone Edge mold, and I will link it below. She has stone edge molds of different types and kinds, and so I believe I bought the Stone Edge mold. Now, this piece and this pour is totally inspired by Crystal Resin Art, which I will link her video below. And what I did, I started coloring these etchings on this terrific Stone Edge mold. Now, I've done this before. Just know that this is my second attempt. My first one, I wasn't too happy with the crackle. Yes, I'm going to do a crackle effect. It didn't turn out very good in the sense of my crackle wasn't defined enough. So I'm going to quickly show you. I'm using this Deco Color Premium Gold, and I'm just going to gently, I found that if I'm gentle with the touch, it doesn't spread too much on the line. So I'm not going to take the whole time showing this, but I wanted to show you how I did it. So I kind of tilt the resin, and let me tell you, I know this is tedious, but it's so worth it because it gives a beautiful sort of etching when you're done. So I've got to look to see if there's a better pen. I think there is, but I don't know what it is at the moment. So I'm just using what I have. And boy, I need a better lighting here. So then what I do is I use my micro applicator. I'm trying to do it thin and just within, on the line of the etching. But if I go outside, there's a little example there. I use my little micro applicator with some isopropyl alcohol, and I just go in and remove it. And then I wait a bit if I want to go back in to, do another line. So I'm trying to get it just on the lines, but it's very time consuming, but I love it because I love this kind of project where it takes time to do something like coloring in a mold that has little etchings on them. So anyway, I will continue to finish this and then come back to you when I'm ready for the next step. So I could spend hours getting this really clean, and it's really fun. I like it because it's meditative, and I think it's the pressure of the pen is the key, because I felt like if I did it lightly and there was ink at the bottom of the felt of that pen, it worked. So next I am going to mix up several colors, and this pour is inspired by Crystal Resin Art, but I'm using Ultra Cast, and I mixed up a total of 228 grams, and so 152 of A and 76 of B. In these 3 cups, I'm going to put in 34 grams, and I'm going to put resin inks in there from Octopus Resin Ink. Then I'm going to do 21 grams, and that's going to be a mixture of this Pearlex Gold and some brown mica powder. And then on my last cup, I'm going to use Pearlex Macro Pearl. Now, I thought I'd do a speed up or a time lapse of the mixing in case you're interested. If not, you can just skip that section. And the colors, oh, by the way, I'm using are sweet cherry, butterscotch, and green apple. So here I go. All right, so I'm going to pour this more like Rebecca did in her collab that she did. So I'm going to try it and just see. So I'm going to put some red here. Some green, and this is a little different in the sense that, you know, I have a smaller mold, so I'm not sure. Well, I guess I'll put that here. Just thought it'd be kind of fun to see if something comes up differently with pouring in different sections. I just loved that. So, and the one I did earlier kind of did it, but what do I want to say? I didn't have enough resin, so it didn't fill the mold as much as I would have liked it to. So, okay, I want to, and then, oh my goodness, kind of thinking and pouring at the same time. Crystal Resin Art, she did it as a dirty pour. She did the 3 colors, but her, you know, her colors were different. So let me just kind of use them all up. I will show you the result of my first one when I go to unmold or demold this one. It wasn't too bad. I just felt like my crackle lines weren't defined as I like them to be. And that could be because I'm not using a paste with this first layer. So I don't know if, because all my crackles that I usually do, that's what I do. So I'm going to do here. So it's kind of a dirty pour, but a puddle dirty pour. How about that? And I want to use up, oh, I did find that after mixing all these, I didn't quite have enough because I wanted some clear at the end. So 228 total is not kind of correct. So let me do this, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that, just for fun. So puddles of a dirty pour. How about that? Okay. All right. Then what Crystal Resin Art did on the brown and gold, she poured it on the edge instead of in the center, which I thought was a cool effect because of what happens on the edge here. So that's what I'm going to do. I could put this in the center, but I won't this time. I wish I had unlimited resin, you know? All right, so I guess I don't have to do it in a thin stream, but I do want to use all of it, so let me go further out. And I know I could have used a contrasting color for the etching of the stone edge design, but I kind of liked the way the gold turned out in my first one, so we'll see. Okay, Then the last is the macro pearl. And I'm going to pour it in the center. And I'm going to go real high. Still not enough. Wow. Okay. So, ooh, those colors look so pretty. Now, I did level my board, but it looks like it's leaning onto this side and not enough over there. So, now I do have a teeny weeny bit, like 3 grams of clear, which I am going to put in here. And then as you can see, I did a little center mix over there. I wonder if I was going to tilt my board, but it looks like it's like to get over there maybe, like if I did this. Yeah, I think I will. Let me get some pieces here, see if I get lucky to move it that way. Oh, not too much. Oops. Reminds me of the Mexican flag. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, oops, can I get it? Fill in that gap there. A little bit here. I kind of want it really flush. So I think what I'll do is make 230 something next time of ultracast. Okay, now I have a very little amount of my clear, and that's just sort of to move the white so I can see a little bit of the center to put in my center mix, which you see on the upper right there. And I did, oops, kind of not even. Where's my tool? So I did a mixture of red and green. Hopefully those colors will work. Oops, whoa. Okie doke. Go right in. Just kind of spread it out. Okay. So now I will wait. I will torch a little bit and hope for the best. And I'll see you for the unmolding. So this is cured and it's time to demold. But I thought I'd show you the first one that I did. So this was the back, and this was the outcome. Now, at first I didn't like it, but I've grown to really like it because the crackles did kind of show up in the darker colors. It just didn't show up on the yellow. And I kind of like that different look of, instead of just one place, different places. So let's see how this one worked out. Oh my gosh. Oh. Now that is a rainbow color crackle. Oh, and I think I like that I did the red and the green. And I did enough resin, so my edge of the stone edge mold turned out just fine. So, okay, let me take this off. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. So grateful to Rebecca for the idea of doing different colors in different places. So, oh, that turned out pretty. Look at those crackles. And I do like the gold penning that I did, and also the 2 colors on the edge. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. What a great mold. Okay, I like that crackle. Let me know what you think, folks, and I will catch you next time. Oops, can't find the stop button again. Oh.